What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the It's Been Real podcast, episode 11. We're so happy to have you. Sorry, fixing my mic. We're so happy to have you watching this podcast today. We just came back off of Thanksgiving, so we actually haven't had Thanksgiving yet because we record this
a little early.
But according to this podcast, we're just coming off of Thanksgiving. So hopefully y'all all had a great Thanksgiving. Hope y'all ate good. Hope y'all had a bunch of leftovers. I'm sure we did. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure we did.
Why are we having trouble with our mics right now?
Dude, I don't know, buddy. It's making me mad, though. Oh,
so,
my gosh.
Real quick, I'm sure you noticed. We put all this stuff together.
Yeah. It took us 7 hours.
It
but
took
it's fine.
a long
It looks good.
time.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, so these homes right here, my grandmother actually had, and they were a pain, honestly.
Yeah.
But we got it set up the way we like. We do have I don't know if you could see it in the frame.
Yeah, you can't see all of it, but it is supposed to be a Christmas tree that we kind of like formed on this curtain because we was gonna put a Christmas tree like between us, but then we couldn't look at each other and talk, so we rigged a Christmas tree to the curtain.
Yeah, so that's what that's supposed to be. And then we wrapped our picture frames up.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. I like that idea.
Yeah, I like that. Shout out to my wife for the ribbons.
Yeah, ribbons and making the bows and really doing everything on that. To be honest.
Yeah. So, well, how's your week been, man?
Buddy, I have actually had a really good week. You know,
that's good.
Those couple days that I went early, I had some stuff that I had to get done, but overall, I didn't really have any bad things happen to me this week, which is great in my book because I feel like I always have some bad crap to bring up on the podcast, but for once, it was pretty good. Pretty good. How about you? How was your week?
Yeah, my week was it was interesting. We're not really going to go into it on the podcast, but there was a lot of stress and anxiety with stuff this week. But, you know, we're going to move past it. We know we got God in our lives and, you know, just all that, which I have a verse, if you're cool if I open up.
Open it up, buddy.
Let me pull it up here. Sorry, guys. Should have had it. So this is going to be 1 Peter 5:7. It says, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you.
Yeah.
That has sat in my heart a lot this week because I have been very anxious, stressed out, worrisome, all that stuff about the situation that is occurring right now. But I did find myself going into prayer, and the last couple of days, a lot has happened, but it's been so easy to just move away from it and just keep praying. And I know God's got me with the road that I've been dealt. And kind of to touch up, I think it was 2 weeks ago whenever I spoke about, temptation, which this don't really have anything to do with temptation, but the way I look at it is God's putting this challenge in my life because he knows I can overcome it. He knows that I will trust in him. He knows that I will cast all my anxiety onto him. And that's really, it's great to know that I do have somebody like a higher power on my side that loves me, that cares for me. And whatever the outcome for this situation is, it's okay because I know God's there for me. And there's a reason why the outcome that happens to this, God's plan.
That's right.
God does everything for a reason, and I truly believe every second of it. It's a good lesson to learn during this. And yeah, I was nervous about the situation, and I really wish I could talk about it on the podcast, but
not a good place to speak real, true, personal stuff. Like that. It's I guess, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not somewhere you want to do that at, I guess.
No, it's definitely not. So, but you know, I just know this is going to be good. I know God's on my side on this, and we'll see. I mean, we'll see the outcome. But yeah, what about you? What's your verse?
All right, I'm gonna have to pull mine up too because I did not memorize it. So mine for this week is gonna be Proverbs 29:11, which says, "Fools give full vent to their rage, but the wise bring calm in the end." So basically, to me, what that's saying is, if you're full of rage, then you'll reflect that to other people. Versus if you're not full of rage and you take a step back and look at whatever you're about to talk about or do from a 360 view, and realize the multiple outcomes and calm yourself down, then you don't have that blast of rage. You don't have to like keep it in. And there's a lot of times that I have to use that, especially. I wouldn't say especially this week, but most weeks I have to keep in the back of my mind since I'm like in a manager role.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be like, don't just burst out on this person because of something they did. Take a step back, try to help them and walk them through it, and kind of like taking a kid to the park. You grab their hand, make sure that the road is clear and everything. And I'm not saying that people that work for me are kids, but like if you do it in that kind of mindset, it kind of avoids them from getting mad and avoids you from getting mad, and makes it a whole calm and collected situation. Another thing that I have done a lot more is if I have a difficult conversation that I have to have with somebody, before I even pick up the phone, I just put the phone down and I pray about it. Like, God, be with me in this. Be with me and this person through this conversation or this action that's about to happen, and let you flow through me. And 99.9% of the time, it works out so much better that way.
Yeah, and guidance. That's one thing. I actually prayed before the podcast, and that I like praying before the podcast to guide me in a way where I can speak, like God can speak through me, and I can speak to everybody else, or like share my testimonies or what I'm going through this week and all that in the right way.
Yeah.
So guidance is key. And touching up on what you were saying, there's times where I wouldn't say I'm in like a leadership role, but I am in a position where I do sort of kind of lead a team with my area that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not a team, it's just like one or two people, the drivers. But there are times where they will mess up something or something happens, and I sit back and I'm like, okay, let's think of why they did this. And were they in a hurry? Did they have something to do like that they didn't tell anybody? Like, what if they had a family emergency? What if they had this and that? What if they don't feel good that day? All this stuff. Because there are times where I don't feel good at work, and I'm gonna be honest. I go in there and I just write my orders up and I leave. And I'm like, look, I'm not feeling good. I gotta go. Like, sorry, I'll touch back on this next week. But yeah, it's good to take a step back. Try to put yourself in other people's shoes. So like what you were saying with leadership, because you are management, and with you having so many people, you don't know what they're going through. And that's the main thing is if you call them up and you start yelling at them, hey man, you're a piece of junk. Why did you do it this way? Why didn't you do it that way? And all this stuff. And they're not going to want to tell you what's going on personally.
Yeah.
So just the way you approach people is the way that you will get approached next time. Because there's several people that approach me all crazy like, and I'm like, I'm not going to be nice to this guy.
Right.
I'm going to sit back and I'm going to, I'm going to treat them the way they treat me, which isn't good. Two wrongs don't make a right.
Right.
And with us being Christians, we need to lead by example. So even if someone is yelling or screaming or something, we're supposed to come in there and diffuse the situation and just be like, just be the light, and show people that you don't have to be that way in tough situations.
Right.
I get it gets frustrating, but you don't have to be that way.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's a good lesson for everybody. Not even even if you're not in management, just with family, friends, if you have a friend that's yelling at you constantly, and you're arguing back with them, slow down, like take a step back and be like, look, man, I'm not yelling at you. Why are you yelling at me?
Yeah, and another thing to come from that is don't talk down on people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you never know what's going on through that person's mind. You don't know where they are mentally or physically, or where, if there's something that's just really on their mind constantly, you don't know where they are. So if you talk down on them, they're just going to keep that somebody is talking down on them in the back of their head while they're going through whatever it is that they're going through. And it just makes a mess. It just makes everything worse. If you stop talking down on people and you start talking more along the lines of trying to pull that person under your wing and help them understand your side of things,
Mm-hmm.
and then see what they have to say about your side of things and what their side of things is, it's a lot different. Like if you were, let's say that we was putting up a picture frame and you was screwing something into the wall, and instead of screwing the screw at like a 45-degree angle, you screwed it straight in. And I was like, dude, are you stupid? Why are you doing that? You're a piece of crap. Move. Let me get this fixed. Versus, hey, instead of doing it at a 45-degree angle, if you do it straight, then it'll sit flat on it. Versus at a 45-degree angle, it'll angle it and it'll make the picture frame bow out. And it's walking people through the steps and what they need to do and stuff like that. And if you talk down on somebody, it just makes everything worse. They feel like nothing. They feel like you're calling them stupid and that they don't respect, you don't, hold on.
You got it. Come on, take your time.
That they don't respect you and so on and so forth. And then it just makes everything worse. If you try to lead by example, as you say, and help them through whatever it is that they need to be helped through, or at least try, and then, let them say their side of things and try to understand their side of things, and then merge them together and make a end result that everybody's happy with, then do that. But talking down on people, I can't stand people that do that. It bothers me so bad.
Yeah, and guide people the way that God guides you.
Yeah,
that's something that is really cool, and just God guides us in a path where we can succeed in life.
Yeah.
If you're over here, like you said, yelling at somebody because of the way they screw something in, they're not going to have faith in themselves to do that again.
And
they're not going to try again.
And they're not going to learn from you yelling at them and talking down on them either. They're just going to be like, okay, so I can't do this. And then they won't do it again.
Yeah. And, that's something that's really cool whenever you're in a management role and you can guide somebody in the right direction and talk to them like in a very, very easy and calm manner. And like you said, instead of yelling at somebody, just be like, hey, look, I get there's times that it frustrates me, and it's like, dude, how do you not know how to put this on the shelf?
Yeah.
How do you not, like, it's insane. Like, why are you just cramming stuff? You're being lazy. And that's stuff that I speak to myself about. I don't go out and cast that to them, but, next time whenever I'm in a place where I can show them like, hey, look, instead of just cramming it here, let's go over here and put it on this place where it's supposed to go. Because this place is over here empty, but you're cramming it over here whenever you could take those off and put them over there and stuff, stuff like that. Because if I did come up to them and be like, bro, you're being so lazy right now, you're just cramming it and stuff like that, they're just going to have a bad attitude.
Yeah.
If you're like, hey, man, let me just show you a quick something. Let me just walk you through what, the way I order things. Let me show you why I order the things that I do instead of cramming it where when I come in, I got to fix it all.
Yeah.
Like, let's work as a team. And that's one of the main things is in management role, make sure you got teamwork.
Yeah.
Everybody on your team is family. That's the way I look at it. And I like to take a step back and I'm like, if my wife was doing this, would I speak to her in this manner?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I'm not going to go up to my driver and be like, hey, baby girl, what's going on? Stuff like that. Yeah. But I'm not going to treat them like if my wife does something that I don't agree with, I'm going to be like, hey, maybe next time let's do it this way. And then we can talk about it and figure out a solution.
Right.
Instead of just yelling and getting mad. So,
yeah. Like I have a guy that works for me that reminds me a lot of myself. He's a young guy. He's my age. He came into the industry that I worked in as the opposite side from what I'm at. Mm-hmm. And I was like, related to me in a whole different way, so I kind of have like an emotional attachment to it.
Yeah.
And in some cases it's good, in some cases it's bad. But in this case it's been pretty good, you know. He ever since he started, I've kind of taken him under my wing and showed him a lot of different ways. Like the other day, he called me because he was having an issue of putting stuff a certain way.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I got on FaceTime with him and I was like, okay, look, if you put this here and this here and make it to where it does this, you won't have that problem anymore. And then it's like a light bulb. I love seeing the light bulb go off in people when they're like, okay, yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. So do it like this and this. Okay. And then they do it and then they learn from it that way versus saying, dude, are you stupid? Why are you doing it that way? Do it this way. And then they get nervous and then they get frustrated because you're talking down on them and then it just something bad happens.
Yeah.
But he's been doing pretty good. I'm pretty proud of him.
That's good.
So anyways.
Well, good deal. Well, is there anything else you want to add
on this topic?
Yeah.
No,
you're
I'm
good.
I'm good right there.
Good deal. All right. So with Christmas season being here now, I know you spoke about being thankful before you are blessed.
That's right.
Well, we tore down all of our thankful stuff, and now we are blessed as all get out.
There you go.
So I do want to ask you some Christmas questions that I have on my phone.
Some little Christmas questions?
Well, I don't think they're really Christmas questions, but they're like fun facts about Christmas that maybe some of y'all don't even know.
Okay.
So let's see this one right here. So you know the song White Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That song is the best-selling single record of all time. Here's the kicker, though. That is a fun fact, but whatever. Jingle Bells was originally a Thanksgiving song.
Make that make sense for me.
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Buddy, I tried to find out why.
Like, I don't get it.
I don't either. Because it says Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell Rock.
Nope, that's not it. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. It's Jingle Bells, Jingle Bell, Jingle all the way.
Oh. Oh, never mind. I was singing that song in my head, and I was like, why?
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Why is that then? Like,
I don't know.
If I wonder if they've changed the lyrics.
They could have. Maybe it was originally supposed to be a Thanksgiving song, and then they created it into a Christmas song.
I don't know. I
just don't know how Jingle Bells relate to Thanksgiving.
I don't either. But I did think that was really cool.
That's pretty crazy.
Like, yeah. So, do you know why we put Christmas lights on a tree?
To make it light up.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, so the first Christmas tree was brought indoors by German Christians in the 16th century. Martin Luther is credited with adding candles to Christmas trees to represent stars, which is really cool. So the reason why we put lights around is to represent the star. That
I guess like just other stars, and then the star on top would be represented as like the North Star.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
that's why you have a tree topper and you put a star on top, which nowadays people don't put stars on top of their trees. And I do want to add something. This came to my mind. So as I was in my stores this week, I would always ask, or I still ask, like, are you ready for Christmas season? Every single one of them is like, no. And I'm like, that's terrible. And I always come back with a follow-up question. Now, they do work in retail, so they have to deal with all the Christmas stuff, putting that stuff up. I understand that is frustrating as all get out. Because I used to work in retail. I understand that it's the busiest time of year for grocery stores. Everybody's shopping for Thanksgiving, for Christmas food, and getting the family together, also shopping for toys.
Yeah,
presents. All that stuff. But whenever I ask them why, like, almost every single one of them was, it costs so much money.
It does.
Christmas.
Yeah. Everything has changed as far as money goes. Like, instead of putting all these TVs on sale, why don't they put some, like, peanut butter on sale or something like that? You know what I mean?
What if I bring in a bag of groceries for my wife for Christmas,
That's
like
what I'm
wrapped in like cereal, her
Hey.
her Special K cereal?
Come on, let's do it.
That's hilarious.
Like every time, like nobody needs TVs anymore. Like I understand the whole TV thing because it's like it used to be a big seller TVs, but like everybody got a TV, bro, and they're so cheap when it's not on Black Friday deals that it don't even matter. Everybody goes to the Walmart, gets the on brand that has the Roku built into it. That's a 90-inch TV for $300. Like, are you kidding? It doesn't matter what other brands out there. It don't matter unless you just rich and you want that TV that looks like a picture frame that's like $5,000. More power to you. I'm just saying, instead of putting all these TVs on clearance for $100 off, $200 off, why don't you put me some peanut butter on clearance where it's like 2 for $1, or bread, 50 cents. Hey, I could go for some 50-cent bread. Are you kidding me? Or go over there for the ham for the Christmas instead of like $40, half off, $20. I'll buy 2. You know what I mean?
I bought 76 of them if you put it
I'm
on
getting them
sale.
all. I hate that. I think
Clear
they
you
should do
out.
it. I think they should do that. I think that'd be cool. I think a lot more people would be happier going and buying food for their
Christmas presents?
no refrigerator
Yeah, it is.
than because now they do Black Friday for so long. It's like the 1st of November through like the 1st of December.
Dude,
Black Friday is no longer Black Friday.
No, it is so stupid. I was watching a TikTok video on this the other day, and it was showing like 2010. Hey, let's get to the store at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
because they're about to open up, and they got all the deals. People going in there fighting.
Yeah.
I mean, all that stuff. And I don't encourage fighting, but
But it was so cool.
so fun,
So cool to be a part of.
yes. So then you go to like 2020. It's like, hey, we're gonna extend our Black Friday deals and
So like
stuff.
2 days.
Yeah.
It was like Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, due to COVID,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Now it's like
All month long.
all month long. I mean,
Which
you
is so
can't-
crazy.
It's stupid. I mean, it's it's so dumb. I mean, Black Friday's starting now.
Black Friday done started. Like I done bought
Yeah,
Black Friday deals. Like a lot of them too.
That's crazy.
But I will say this about the Black Friday deals. They have started going back down in price. Cause they was up for a while. Like what was it? They have a 2-pack battery and a charger at Lowe's. And it's $99 and you could get a free tool. Okay. The thing with that is that the free tools used to be like a drill, an impact, I can't remember. It was like a fan or a light or something like that. Like this year, they have like a circular saw, a router, like more expensive stuff that's worth that because just one of them little 4 amp hour batteries without another one and a charger is $129 by itself. So to have that, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
Like they're doing good, but still, Black Friday used to be fun because it was the going out in public with so many people around and trying to get to your gift that you could get it. And then if you couldn't get it, guess what? You don't have to wait till next year
Yeah.
because I couldn't get it. But dude, I loved Black Friday shopping when it was so much fun. And now they have just ruined it. It is no longer Black Friday. It's Black November.
Yeah. Like November and December.
Yeah.
What is crazy as well is Cyber Monday. Man, those deals are already going on too.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it's not even really a Cyber Monday thing anymore because the Cyber Monday they did exclusively online Black Friday prices. Okay, now you can just order your Black Friday stuff online.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many people that shop online now. It's insane. People still go to grocery stores, but I'm gonna say right now that I feel like in the next 10 to 15 years, it's gonna be all remote.
yeah.
Everybody's gonna be able to order. I mean, we already got ordering groceries through your phone through Kroger.
Yeah, and
I
they
mean,
just
you
show
got-
up.
Yeah, and then you got Amazon. You got all
Amazon working on the drone stuff too,
these,
which is crazy.
Okay, I got a story about that, and I
Okay.
don't think I've ever shared it.
All right.
And I have the email to Elon Musk. Do you remember
Oh
this?
yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So I promise you right now, our next podcast, please remind me. I'm gonna pull up this email.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were gonna share this today, so I didn't have it ready. Anyways, this was like years and years ago.
Years ago.
I sent an email to Elon Musk, And I stated, I said, I made it funny too. I put like
Yeah.
Dear Muskie or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
made it super funny. But I said in that email, we need to do, it's called Drone Dash. That's
Yep.
what I called it.
That's what we called it.
And I said, it's where a drone will go pick up your food for you
Yep.
from like
anywhere.
Chick-fil-A,
Yep.
McDonald's and stuff like that. They will deliver it like as you're driving down the road, which I don't know if this is safe. And this is where I told Muskie to figure it out. But as you're driving down the road, like on a long trip,
It just comes and you can
you can
roll out the
open up
window
your,
or your sunroof and stick your hand out, and it'll lay the bag on your hand, and you can put it in and you can give it to everybody and eat.
yeah.
It was like the craziest idea we ever came up with.
Yeah, and I swear it, like, I don't know why, because I remember we were talking about drones one day, and I was like, it would be so cool if we could get a drone to deliver food so you don't have to stop. Like, if you're on a long road trip and you're like, man, I don't want to stop to get something to eat because that's going to waste time. Like, I wish a drone would just come to me and drop food in my car where I could be like, thanks, and then keep driving.
Yeah.
I thought it was a brilliant idea. And I promise you, I have the email and I can tell you the year, the date that I sent it. And then, not even kidding, about a year ago, my wife, because my wife was in this conversation too, and she just laughed about it. And she was like, that is a good idea, blah, blah, blah. A year later, or last year, it was something.
Yeah.
They came out with delivering with a drone, not in people's cars.
Not in people's cars, but to their houses.
Yeah, to their house. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
I was like, if I really pursued that, I thought it was a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm so mad that I did not like actually like pursue it, because I don't have the mind to build a drone to do that or none of that stuff. But I laid it in the hands of Elon Musk because I knew that son of a gun. He's got it.
Yeah, he gonna figure it out.
He's like one of the smartest men right now. I mean,
and just so y'all know, Drone Dash was our idea. You try to make it, we're suing you. So get ready for it.
Actually, it's not patent, so we can't sue you. But if you steal my idea,
well, had you not said
whatever.
that, we would have been fine. But now you done put it out there for the world to hear. So
well, it's getting patent today, buddy. I'm calling them up. But yeah, that was so funny that it actually came out, and I can't. Oh my gosh, I'm still kind of upset about it. Because my wife sent me it was something on Instagram.
It was when Amazon first started saying that they was going to do it.
Yeah, and I was like, and a part of me feels like Elon Musk, I don't think he's affiliated with this at all, but I feel like that email got somewhere, and it put something on somebody's mind, and then they actually casted it.
Probably.
I don't know.
They probably
wrong.
stole our idea and just didn't email us back. That's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, but we're here to say that we came up with that idea.
Yeah, and I'm not kidding. I swear to you, like, I'll
try to pop up the email right here if we can find it. If we did find it, I'll pop it up right here.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Just go ahead, do whatever.
We'll pop it up right here. Hopefully.
I'm finding it right now.
I still haven't tried it again because the last time I did it, we had Chinese word pops up, and I don't really know why that happened, but we'll try to pop it in here and show y'all and mark out the emails so that y'all don't email us through our personal email. Hey, but while we're on the subject of emails,
here it is.
He's got it.
I found it. I'm so sorry. Sorry. So I said, this is exact word from word. Dear Elon Musk, I have an invention for you to create. Say you're going on a long camping trip with your family to the mountains and you start getting hungry. Oh no! If I got off an exit, then that will definitely add an hour into my drive. No one wants that, Elon. I promise. This is where the invention comes into play. We call it Drone Dash. What we do is we get a drone to bring food to your car while driving. First, we get on board with a restaurant that is struggling that will take any ideas to get their name out there. We get them to be the first fast food place to Drone Dash. Second, we convince the police and the press. The press is easy to convince. You can tell them the sky is purple and they'll look up with the camera. Sorry, Muskie. Sorry, Muskie, I got off track there. We could tell them that it was. We could tell them it will prevent more accidents, which it will. The reason why it prevents more accidents is when people try to get off an exit, they get hit in the side because of them blind spots. It's perfect. I hope you enjoy. And if you create it, me and my team needs 10% of the company's intake. Thank you, Muskie. I hope you have a great year creating Drone Dash. This was April 16th, 2022. I have the
That
email.
was 2 years ago.
Austin, you are CC'd into this email
Yeah.
right now. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
It was April 16th, 2022 at 12:58 a.m.
Yeah.
So
it was
this
a
is
long
like
night.
a midnight. We came up with this at midnight.
Craziness.
I mean,
I just wanted to say real quick, the way you spoke on that, it looked like we was standing in Shark Tank.
I'm not kidding, dude. I
Like,
could've-
Sharks, let me tell you what we got today. I'm looking for a $500,000 investment for a 10% return.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Oh,
funny.
it was great. But yeah, whatever. If he don't give me 10%, I wish. You know how much money we can make off
Dude.
of that? Just 10%.
Money.
I'm giving him 90% of the daggum revenue. I'm not asking for any money for this. Nothing. All I want is daggum 10% of earnings.
Yeah,
That's all
that's
I
it.
want. 2016 or 2022 April 16th. I
That's pretty
wrote
crazy.
that. So I'm gonna have to do some research to see if it was in the making back then.
Yeah, if it came out like April 18th, bro, we're suing.
I'm on their butt, bro. I'm not even kidding. It's so funny though. So yeah. Sorry, that kind of got off of the track.
No, that's good.
I do like that though.
That's the way we like it.
Hilarious.
Just so y'all know, we came into this completely unplanned. We have no idea what we're doing, but
No.
we're here.
Yeah,
So,
we're here
talking about it.
smiling.
Yeah. Speaking of Shark Tank, you know, the Y'all Sweet Tea,
yeah.
the Hayden boys made it and got an offer and accepted that. That's crazy. Somebody from little old Hayden, Alabama
Where we grew up.
got a Shark Tank deal.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. So Jacob Payne, he's one of our friends. He's getting married here soon. He actually used to go to church with them, and he's actually getting Y'all Sweet Tea to
sponsor us.
well, not
wedding,
sponsor,
but
they're
be give the tea out and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
not. He's getting
That's
like a
pretty cool.
bunch of tea from them for
That's
his
pretty cool.
wedding. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I wanna partner up with him.
Yeah, we should partner up with them. Hey, Y'all Sweet Tea. What's their names?
Huh?
Brandon, is that one of them?
We'll do research.
We'll do research. But hey, Y'all Sweet Tea. Hey, sponsor us.
Yeah,
We would
we're,
love to have you on the team
we're from
because we
Hayden,
know you got the
Alabama.
money now.
Yeah.
No,
Did you
just
see
playing.
Hayden High School, where we went to high
Dude,
school at?
I'm not gonna say that on the podcast. Never mind. I was about to say something really messed up, but I'm not gonna say it. So continue.
Anyways, where we went to high school at, they actually they put a Y'all Sweet Tea logo on their basketball court.
Oh wow,
Yeah, it looks
that-
really cool.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was I think Allie, my wife, told me
Yeah.
that. Or
It's a good thing
somebody
they did it on the basketball court, not the football court, because the basketball court is where most of their winnings come
Say
from.
football court? Did you just say football court, buddy? This is a football,
Football field.
There we go.
My bad. Football field, because if you put it on the football field, nobody cares because nobody goes to those games because they always lose.
No, you got people going to the games.
Not for football purposes.
Yeah, for drinking purposes, buddy. Yeah. I'm calling Mr. Smith.
Hey,
All right,
what you got in that backpack?
all right, what you got? Mom.
Come here for a second. We're not making
Oh.
fun of him. That's just how he sounded.
Oh my gosh. I think it would be cool to put it on the football field too. Like the paint and stuff. I think
Yeah.
that would really look cool.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean,
Oh, it would look cool. It just probably wouldn't be good for their brand.
I mean, you think about it. You got all the parents coming from. I mean, high school. Well, where we grow up, grew up, whatever. High school football was just like if you go to the school, you don't have a huge student section.
No.
It's mainly parents that are watching their kid play football.
Yeah. And then little kids getting into trouble.
little, buddy? You were like what?
Oh, I'm not necessarily that. I
You got me tripping.
I was little back then.
You were like what, 17?
No, I was out
16?
of school before then. I was right at 16.
Oh.
I homeschooled junior and senior year, I think.
Yeah. Well, oh my gosh.
Hey, what are you doing with that mic over
I don't
there,
know.
buddy?
But anyway, to get back onto what I was saying, I didn't get to finish.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
No, you're good.
Let's
you're
go.
Good. So I didn't get to finish whenever these managers are saying that they don't like Christmas and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't
Golly,
see-
we've been around this for about 30 minutes, buddy.
We've been out of this conversation
I was
for
like,
a while.
what is he talking about?
Yeah.
All right, I'm
so
with you
whenever
now. I'm
they're
with you.
saying that, I think everybody's starting to forget the main reason why we celebrate Christmas,
100%.
and that's what's upsetting. And every time I ask them like, why do you hate Christmas or whatever, and they say that, I'm like, well, just keep in mind, if it wasn't for this day, Jesus Christ was born.
Yeah. If it wasn't for this day, you wouldn't have it.
I mean,
Hold on. That didn't sound right. If it wasn't for this day, you wouldn't have it.
which technically, Jesus Christ wasn't born on December 25th.
Oh.
Yeah, there was like there's a bunch of I was watching TikTok.
Oh, you're getting back into this conspiracist stuff.
No, it's not really conspiracy, kind of, but it's like, and I could be wrong, but the way they were wording it, like they were saying that he was born like in April, just by the way that the book, like the Bible, like says all these things, like describing like the
The
moment and
day
stuff. They tracked it down to like I can't remember. I'm gonna have to find the TikTok and I'll
I was about to say,
touch
that's
up
a
on
kind
it.
of a fair point, because why would you want to be shirtless in December? It's a little cold.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
But it's like it's there's so many things that they actually went back in time and they're like, okay, there was like I think something was about the moon or something. I could be wrong. Like I said, don't quote me, but there was something to do with that, and they looked it up and they're like, okay, they had this type of moon this day, or like they didn't have it December, and it just went through all the steps of the Bible, and they kind of narrowed it down between like a few days. They
Oh,
were
wow.
like, this is around the day that Jesus was actually born.
Hmm.
I don't know why we decided December 25th. I'll have to do research on that. And like I said, I could be, because I don't think it says a specific day in the Bible of when Jesus Christ
I'm not
was
sure,
born.
100%, to be honest.
I don't think. Well, back then I don't think there was like really.
I don't think that was months and
No,
days and
there
stuff
wasn't
like that.
stuff like that. So there.
It was just like,
Hey, this is when. This is
I
just
guess it was-
celebrating.
yeah, I was about to say, it was probably, back then, I think it was like the day that from the time the earth was formed,
Yeah.
which
So,
was it BC or AD?
before Christ.
Really? I knew that. That's not what I
Oh.
asked. I said, was
I don't
at
know.
that time BC or AD? Well, I guess it was BC because
Yeah.
he wasn't born yet.
I don't know. But anyways,
Anyways,
I don't have good.
speaking of
Here we go.
conspiracy, kind of, do you know that there's still the covenant of the church, like the glass or the thing that he drank out of when he turned water into wine?
Yeah.
Like it's still out there.
Really?
Yeah, like the covenant has it, and like people have tried to like steal it and all kinds of stuff. It's either in, I think it's in Britain or Israel. I can't remember, but like a certain family has held on to it over generations.
That's insane.
Yeah, and like the family has to have a male to continue on the generation every time that they do kids and stuff like. It's pretty crazy. I got into it a little deep one night. I was like, I didn't know that was like still a thing, and like apparently from like conspiracists, not from the actual people that have it, because the people that have it, like they have no connection to the world at all. According to the conspiracists, is if you drink from that Malay or whatever it's called, like you just live forever. And I'm like, I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah. I don't know. That's crazy. I do know there's this is kind of funny. I used to think like there was a specific water that was holy water.
Yeah, I did too.
I never knew that it was just regular water.
Yeah, it was just water that was stamped with holy on it.
Yeah.
Kind of like
'Cause-
the oil and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like olive oil or vegetable oil,
Well,
whatever.
technically, holy water is natural spring water. It's not just like tap water.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that. But it's just because you pray over it.
Mhm.
And the power of God just makes that water so holy.
Yeah.
And they call it holy water for a reason because it was prayed over and it was, it went through the steps of like becoming holy water.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with the oils. Like
anointing oil.
Yeah, anointing oil. They go over there and they have like a bunch of people
And they
pray over it,
Yeah.
and they
That stuff works. Like, I'm just saying.
do
The
it.
anointing oil, this stuff works.
Yeah, I
Look,
know.
one day, I don't know if I can get into specific details on this. Okay, but one day, my mom had some stuff going on at her salon, and she was not liking the way it was going,
Mhm.
and she decided to get anointing oil and rub it on the doors as she prayed over them. And a specific person walked in that she was having troubles with, and when they walked in, they was like, "Ew, it feels like I just walked into a spider web." And like that was mom's confirmation of like, "Oh, oh, oh no,
Wow.
that's not cool." Because they say like when you walk into a spider web, it's like you feel the presence of like the devil or the demons or whatever's attached to you, if there's anything attached to you, or like the devil just working its pattern, and then that's
Yeah.
how it proves itself to you.
Huh.
Like when you go through like bad situations and you walk into a situation, like if you walk into a place and you just feel that ick on you,
Mhm.
you're like, I got to get out of here. Like I've done that a lot of times. I've had dreams of like specific things happening that I have seen the person from that dream of doing bad stuff in person, and I was like, I'm leaving. Like I saw
crazy.
a long time ago, I think it was like 2 years ago, I had a dream of a guy that I was walking into the TJ Maxx, and the guy was standing at the front, and he just like stared me down, and then I like walk over to like the where the phones and stuff, where the phone cases and stuff is, and like he just pulls out of his shirt pocket like an AR and just starts shooting up the whole place. And then like I think it was like 3 weeks or so went by, and I walked into the TJ Maxx, and when I walked in, I saw that guy standing there, and I was like, nope, turned around, walked out, and left Coleman.
That's insane.
I was like, I'm not, and nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
But I think it's like a preparing you. Like when this happens, don't go into it. Don't be tempted to stay there and see if that's what's going to happen. Just get away from it.
Like whenever you have a dream and you see a bunch of faces that you're just like, I've never seen that person in my life
Yeah.
before. You have.
Yeah.
Your brain captures so much stuff. So like even if you're just driving down the road and you glance over at somebody, that image basically
It
stays in your
stamps
brain.
Yeah.
When you have a dream, that person is in your dream and you're like, who is this?
See, I didn't know it worked like that, actually.
Yeah,
Because,
like-
there's a lot of times that, like we have weird dreams that happen to us, me and my mom and my dad. We have weird dreams that happen to us that we try to figure out the meaning behind it. And, like, we'll have dreams of, like, certain people that we're supposed to meet that we're like, I've never met them in my life.
Yeah.
But apparently we have.
Yeah.
But, like, there's people that, like, we've had phone calls with or, like, set up meetings or, like, just seen and, like, it needed to be talked about. And then we, like, wake up and we're like, who was that?
Yeah, and it's not somebody that, that with the phone calls or whatever, you could be walking by somebody
And just hear
and
it.
yeah, they
Hear
could
the
be
voice.
having a phone call.
Yeah.
And then in your dream, you're talking to that person that was having a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dream book, and if you see like certain things in your dream and you're like, why?
Yeah,
I
you can look
dream-
it up. I have one of those.
Yeah, it's really cool, and
Yeah.
it'll tell you the
I think
meaning
it's,
behind.
I think it's called The Meaning Behind Dreams and Visions.
Oh, really?
And then you can it's a thin book. It's like this big. I don't remember it may not be the name of it, but I use it sometimes, especially when I have like super weird dreams. Like I used to have this one dream for like 3 years in a row where my house is, there's a stop sign at the corner, and there would be wolves that would walk down that street, stop at the stop sign, turn, stare at my house, and sit down. And I had that dream like every day. And I kept looking and looking and looking and trying to figure out what was wrong with it. And I got that book and I looked it up. And it basically told me that something bad is coming. And I was like, I don't know that I believe that fully. And then the dream started changing after I read that in that book, to where the wolves would come down and they would come into our front yard and stand at the corner of our steps. And then it was like whatever bad's coming's getting closer. And I was like, I don't think it's bad. And then it got to the point to where I was having a dream of this one guy was walking that same path and coming up to our door and shooting it open, and then like looking all around in our house, and like I'm just standing there like in a ghost type view, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I'm standing there and like he don't see me. And then I never had the dreams anymore. What a crappy way to end a story, but you know, that's exactly what happened. I haven't had that dream in like 2 years, but I had it like every day for like 6 months straight, probably.
That's insane. I've never had dreams like being repetitive like that. I do know whenever you feel like you're falling, I know everybody had that dream. I watched a video on that a couple days ago where it's whenever you're like starting to get into your deep sleep, the way your muscles relax or just like you just kind of sprawl out, your mind sends a signal like you're falling, because that's the way your muscles like kind of press down.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes your mind think that you're falling, and that's why you wake up so fast, or you have those dreams that you are falling.
You can tense back up,
and then you tense back up. Yeah. And it's that's pretty wild. So we have a mouse or something.
That's what you were hearing. What was that?
That's what you're hearing.
It was a mouse?
Yeah, or something. Obviously, you saw it 2 weeks ago.
I was about to say, yeah, I haven't seen you check up there.
No, because I've been trying to keep it out of my mind, but I just heard that son of a gun over there, so I know it. Oh, look, I got you, bro.
I thought you had seen one. I was like, bro, what? No, one day I'm going to go get like one of them radio control mice, and I'm going to set one up there, and I'm going to pull it out of my pocket, and I'm just going to move the stick forward and let it fall on you and watch you squirm.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that. I would probably cry on the podcast.
Everything in here will be destroyed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my grandmother would be pissed.
Yeah, she would.
All this is going to be gone. Well, good.
I don't know how long we've been doing this, but I don't have anything else.
You don't have nothing else?
You got anything else?
No, not for this week. I think we touched up on a good bit of stuff.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
No plan podcasts always work.
It really does. Every time we don't plan anything, I feel like it's one of our. It's something that we enjoy to.
Yeah, it's more realistic instead of more planned.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Well, and you can really see like the true side where we just jump to different conversations.
Yeah, because like we really had no plan. Like we was just like, all right, we got to film today. What do you want to talk about? I don't know. Me neither. You want to go film? Yep, come on.
Yeah.
So yeah, that just kind of proves how we jump off of each other. Yeah.
We winged it. Well, good deal, guys. Well, do you want to sign us off?
Yep. Hey, we appreciate you guys. Just wanted to let y'all know that we jumped up like 7 subscribers in just one day from when we posted our last video. So round of applause for that.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Thank y'all so much for that. Yeah. We appreciate that.
We also posted a couple on TikTok. We're kind of wishy-washy on TikTok and Instagram. Some days we post, some days we don't. It really depends on our week because we have been busy. And I know we say that every podcast, but this time of year, especially for my job, I don't know for yours in particular, but for my job, like this time of year is like balls to the wall, like getting crap done. Like you got to go.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. But if we do post, make sure you check us out. Link is in the description. Also, our email is in the description, which was what I was trying to say earlier. We still haven't got any stories yet, so I've been checking. But if you do have a story that you'd like to share, or if you even have prayer requests, maybe we'll get a few prayer requests together, and we'll just do a whole prayer on the podcast for everybody. And join in on it, and, send us your stories, send us your prayer requests, and we'll kind of get into it. You got anything else to add?
No, I mean, mainly just we appreciate everything that... We're really blessed to be able to do this.
Yeah, 100%.
And I really enjoy doing this. I feel like we are reaching people. I mean, we've had feedback of people saying that they wake up the next day after watching our podcast and they're still talking about, all that stuff. And that makes me feel good. That really shows that people are paying attention to the things that we say, and that as it's very it makes us feel good, but at the same time, it makes us like a little nervous to make sure that we are stating the right things, and we don't want to lead anybody in the wrong direction. That's why, whenever we say don't quote us on this, is because
Yeah.
we don't know 100%. We're just kind of going through what our minds are saying
Yeah.
in that moment or all that stuff. So, just do your own research. We're here to share what we have researched, what we feel, and just, read your Bibles and pray, and God will lead you in the right way.
And feel free to correct us on stuff. Like, I'm sure that we've gotten something wrong somewhere along the way. So don't be scared to type in the comments, hey, that's not right. It's actually this. We are completely open to that.
Yeah, and that was like one of the things that we talked about today is, we don't want to see nobody in the comments yelling at us being like, you're stupid, you shouldn't do
But
this.
help us,
Yeah, help guide us in the right direction, because there's a reason why you're watching this podcast, and like he said, if we say something dumb, there's a reason why you're watching this, so that you can leave a comment and correct us. And we're not going to feel dumb for it. Everybody has different mindsets or what they comprehend from the Bible, or from a verse, or from what we pray. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's different, and guidance is something that everybody I think needs. I mean, I truly believe that. So that's really all I got. We love you guys. We appreciate everybody that watches. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. All 67 of y'all, I think now.
63.
63. I mean, 63 people is, amazing, and I'm so happy.
Yeah, it's about an
About
average
that.
of 6 a week, which is pretty good. It's almost a subscriber a day.
Yeah, I mean, we're close to hitting 100 subscribers
Yeah.
on YouTube, and
11 weeks in.
11 weeks in.
We're
Ain't
doing
that
pretty good.
crazy?
There it is. Ain't that crazy, buddy?
Well, all right. Well, we appreciate everything, and we love y'all, and God bless every single one of y'all. And
It's been real. See you guys.
See ya.